shields. Once a man was selling spears and shields. He highly boasted of his shields and said, "Look at the best shields, see the design and the quality, and look at the shape. No spear on the earth can pierce them. It is the surest protection for your body. Buy it to be a respected warrior." The man kept his shields down and raised one of his spears and shouted, "This is the sharpest spear you have ever seen. It is a spear of death. Any shield, no matter how hard it be, can be penetrated by this spear at a single stroke." Everyone started praising the spears and shields, but one of the bystanders came ahead and asked, "Tell me, what will happen if I use your spear to strike your shield?" The seller rolled his eyeballs, thought for a moment but couldn't find any good answer. Instead, he went away. Pangu and the creation of the world. In the beginning, there was darkness and chaos. The heavens and the earth were intermingled. Within the darkness was a big crusty egg. The egg cracked and the giant Pangu came into being. The upper part of the egg floated upwards and formed the sky, and the lower part sank downwards to become the earth. Pangu was pleased, but he was afraid that the heavens and the earth might intermingle again, so he placed himself between them, his head held up high in the sky and his feet firmly upon the earth. Pangu continued to grow, increasing the distance between the heavens and the earth until they were 30,000 miles apart. Now exhausted, Pangu fell and died. His body made the world and all its elements. His sweat and blood became rivers and Pangu's hair became woods. The giant's body became landscape and mountains, and his breath became wind and clouds. Nuvu, a fairy, came down to the earth and took some wet clay from the riverbank. She molded little clay figures into the shapes of men and women. She breathed life into them. Farhans Dream. Farhan wanted to turn copper into gold. All his experiments had failed badly, but he still believed that one day he would be able to turn copper into gold. He had wasted all his ancestral wealth on his foolish dreams. His wife was very worried. She consulted a friend of her late father. He asked her to bring Farhan. "I would like to pass on a family secret to you. I know how to turn copper into gold," said the old man to Farhan. Farhan was overjoyed. "But first, you must bring me the fallen leaves of coconut palms, watered from copper vessels," the old man said. "This means I will have to grow them myself, and it will take a long time," replied Farhan. "Yes, it will, but it will be worthwhile," said the old man. Farhans Treasure. Farhan grew a coconut plantation on his ancestral land. The leaves were green and lush on the trees. Now Farhan had to wait for the leaves to dry. Finally, the leaves dried and started falling off the trees. While Farhan was busy collecting the fallen leaves, his wife was busy selling the coconuts. She had collected many gold coins. After a few years, Farhan went to the old man and said, "I have collected enough leaves. Can we perform the magic now?" "Ha ha ha, the magic had already been performed," replied the old man. "What do you mean?" asked Farhan. "While you were collecting the fallen leaves, your wife was busy selling the coconut and the coir, and this is all the profit we have made." Saying so, the old man poured all the gold coins Farhan's wife had collected.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.